After watching that Presley special, I just had the feeling that you can take your Mick Jaggers and Jim Morrisons and dig a big hole in the middle of Topanga Canyon and drop them in it, because
he was still exciting. Right?
He could just knock them all right off the stage.
I think they still respect him, though. I think all those artists.
I sure miss him. I'll tell you that. When I see him up there twitching around.
People who study filmmaking will go back into filmmaking instead of going into rock.
Well, why do you think that there is? Well, let me ask Michael. Michael Jahn from the New York Times. Do you think it's waning that much, or that there's a splintering?
Well, I think it's changing a skin. I think it's like going through some sort of metamorphosis, and
second wave is coming on.
Like a lizard, if Jim Morrison hasn't copyrighted that word, changing an old skin. I think that at the moment. Psychedelic, in quote, music has just about killed it by becoming too unbelievable and too far removed from the earth. And I think that there's some kind of shifting around, and I would agree with Richard that a lot of the people, the poets, creative people who were around a few years ago, are going like into folk, a la
they're going into their
Tim
own
Buckley
fields,
and that sort of contemporary folk blues. I think that when it revives, and I think it will again in about a year or 2 years when it gets going, I think you'll have the rock and roll musicians. I don't think you'll have progressive rock. I think once again the adults will stop listening to it.
Let's hope.
Yeah, and the WNEW will have to stop playing the Elusive Butterfly, you know. And start playing rock and roll again. My velour shirt purchased at the
No.
Jim Morrison.
No way.
Jim Morrison downtown LA boutique.
Is that what it's coming to, you think? Because like the Jefferson Airplane invested money down in St. Thomas.
For what?
Didn't you hear about that? There's now this is what I had read, and I heard from down there in St. Thomas that they were building a complex of a place where groups could play, and also a cocktail thing, and I think a restaurant, and they were going to bring groups down there, I think.
Oh, this is a great show. I'm getting all sorts of material for a column.
Now I check it out. This was like 6 months ago, and things might have filtered out since then. I don't know. We'd like to thank Bob Brudnick and Dennis Frawley from the East Village Other, and also from WFMU in East Orange, New Jersey.
Cavalier
this is not
magazine,
that
too.
station, by the way. This is WRVR, but we like, to listen to everything, to know what's happening. And also Richard Goldstein, who writes for the Village Voice and the New York Times, and has a book out called The Poetry of Rock, in which he lets us look at some of the songs of the past and right now, and also comments on them. And of course, Michael Jahn, who is a critic for the New York Times and also New York Scenes magazine, Vogue, and the Bell McClure Syndicate. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Yeah, thank you.